So what is up, Africana fam? It's your girl Young Africana back at it again with another video. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I did say that I'm going to be rebranding on my Instagram, and what I mean by rebranding is I'm kind of like switching over my niche to a bit of lifestyle now instead of just hair and makeup. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been frequently asked, especially if you follow me on Instagram, because I've been posting a bit more about it on Instagram. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking about my fat loss journey. I put emphasis on fat because no weight was being lost as of yet. And I'm more focused on losing fat than I am of losing weight. And I feel like me wording it with fat instead of weight definitely changes the narrative on regards of my fitness journey, because weight can be very discouraging and stuff, and like seeing a certain number, I'm not focused on the number, I'm focused on how I look and overall the overall body percentage of fat that I have on my body. So this is my fat loss journey, not my weight loss journey, y'all. This is something that it's very vulnerable to me, but I'm also vulnerable enough to share it with you guys. So if you are here to judge, please exit my video. You don't have to watch this video. This video is not for you. I'm pretty much sharing with you guys probably one of the most vulnerable things to me, because weight in general, my weight has been one of my biggest issues, or my Achilles heel, in regards of how I feel and how I've been maneuvering around life as a young adult, especially throughout my young adult years. And as I'm getting older, I choose to not let my weight hinder me and how I feel about myself. And I never got vulnerable with you guys ever on my channel. This is something that's very new and frightening, but yet exciting at the same time for me. So again, no judgment zone. If you're here to judge, please leave. This video is not for you. The little background story of me. My name is Vivian. If you guys don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't know my real name, and I never advertised my real name to begin with, so understandable. But for the new and for the returning people that never knew my name is Vivian. I am 24 years old. I just turned 24. I am Ghanaian American. My parents are from Ghana. So I'm African, you guys. I am fully 100% African. Just to give you guys a little backdrop, so if you could relate more a little bit just because of, you know, ethnicity or height or weight, then yes. I am 5'2". My starting weight of when I started in September was 166.6 pounds. And currently right now, I am 168.4 pounds. So you guys, your girl gained weight. I didn't lose, I gained. And this is why I put emphasis on fat loss journey versus weight loss journey, because I look completely different. I look like I'm smaller, but I weigh heavier, you guys. So how my body was throughout the years, or just how I've been since I've been born, I've been a bit on like the heavier side. I was always kind of considered as overweight, but my body didn't really show that. I was just chubby, you know, the typical chubby girl. I always had a stomach no matter what, and I've been on all spectrums of weight. I've been very slim, from like 128 pounds, and I was like my lowest I've been in my teenage/adolescent years, to being my heaviest, and at my heaviest I was probably like around like 180, y'all. So throughout both spectrums of being slim and at my heaviest, your girl had a gut, okay? And the reason why I had a gut is because I am an apple-shaped girl. Your girl is shaped like an apple. And what does that mean? So we use these terms to like describe your body shape and stuff. And for me personally, I hold the most fat when I do gain weight in my midsection, unfortunately. It sucks. I wish I was a peer so I could get all the gains or the fat in my booty. But it don't go to my booty, it goes to your girl's stomach, and to my arms, and also to my back as well. Like I said, I've always been on like different spectrums of weight, and starting in college, when I was in college, I was at my lightest. So it was around like 128, 132 pounds. I was about 18 years old at that time. I'm 24 now. That's about 6 years ago. During college, that's when I started gaining more weight, because you know, the college 15, the freshman 15, and your girl just kept on gaining and gaining and gaining, and my diet was it was horrendous, you guys. It was horrible. I used to drink soda. I was a soda fiend. I used to drink so much soda, not drinking enough water, being very dehydrated, and pretty much all that stuff over the years of me being in college and continuously doing that caught up to me. Granted, I was a bit active in college. I was a dancer, so I was captain of my dance team at the time. Used to have practice almost every single day throughout the weekdays. So I feel like that's kind of what saved me to not gain even more weight than where I was at. But nevertheless, you can't outwork a bad diet. And it was clearly evident that I couldn't do that because your girl was dancing and out of breath, had no breath control because I was eating like crap. Your girl was heavy. And it's so sad because I didn't even notice how much weight I actually gained, y'all. And I feel like it's because of like the clothes I was wearing. I used to wear pretty like tight clothing where it would kind of suck me in, or you know, high-waisted pants, hide the little gut inside your pants and stuff, you know. So I feel like as long as I look good when I'm going outside, I'm not really paying attention to how my weight is fluctuating, you know. And it's like I was still able to kind of fit in my old clothes, so I really didn't notice how much weight I was gaining. But I did started to know because I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm a little bit out of breath more, like my face starting to get chubbier because my face does show weight a lot too. Like you could tell I'm getting smaller just by like my face. I'm still able to fit in my clothes, so it shouldn't matter. And I feel like me lying to myself and me saying these things to myself like, oh yeah, you know, you're able to fit in these clothes, and finding alternative ways of hiding my body and making it look a certain way even though it didn't look like that out of clothes. I feel like that's what really tricked me, because to be honest, I wouldn't really stare at myself in the mirror naked that often. I feel like I stare at myself in the mirror more when I'm wearing clothes. So it's like, as long as the clothes look good, I'm fine. When I did start looking at myself in the mirror, I wasn't attracted to what I was seeing, and I'm just like, yo, like, dang, I'm kind of gaining a little bit of weight. And it's like, it was kind of starting to affect me because, you know, certain people were starting to bring it up as well too, and it's just like, whoa, like, I didn't know y'all felt that way about me at all. And even too, when I used to go home from school, it's like, hey, Nana, like, you getting big. Like, that's my house name. They'd be like, Nana, you getting too big. Like, what's going on? Like, one thing about family, the family will be first. Your family will be the first people to clock you on your weight. Like, hey, you getting too big. Especially being from an African household, y'all. They would clock you like clockwork when it comes to your weight. Those things wasn't encouraging because I'm like, well, I feel good, so I don't care what any of y'all have to say. And the only reason why I was getting offended was because they were right. And I was starting to notice it, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal because, you know, body dysmorphia, the same way you could feel like you look like you're really big, it goes the other way around too, y'all. So you be thinking that you look small, but in reality, you're bigger than what you think. It works both ways, y'all. And my breaking point was when, this is actually, so in September of 2021, right? So me and my family were out in an outing. So we're outside and stuff and we're chilling. And I remember I had wore, and I'm gonna show y'all the little snippet of me dancing and stuff, but I wore like a hot pink sweater, right? And I wore some jeans and I wore some fur slippers. I thought I was cute, but I remember me putting on the sweater and I just felt super uncomfortable. I don't know why I felt uncomfortable, but I was super uncomfortable. I wasn't really feeling myself. I felt like I looked big up top, especially because when you wear a lighter color up top and it's tight compared to pants that are dark wash, your upper body tends to look bigger than your lower body, because anything that looks light or anything that you wear that is a light color would accentuate or make you look bigger, versus anything that's dark will make you look smaller. That's why they say black is slimming. So I'm looking and I'm like, this don't fit right. And I'm just like, I felt a little bit uncomfortable, but you know what? I'ma still rock it. And, you know, I had my hair blown out. I was looking cute, so I'm like, you know what? I still look cute. But I feel like the clothes feel tight. Like, it's really tight. Like, I feel uncomfortable. After the whole club or whatever, you know, having fun, we was having a blast. We went to go drop off my mom. I was walking down the stairs, and then like my guy cousins come and stop me. And he was pretty much like, yo, V, like, you know, I wanted to talk to you real quick and stuff, but I don't know, like, cause I mean, he known me all my life, so it's like he's seen me from all spectrums and stuff, but this is also at my heaviest, y'all. So he's like, yo, V, like, you know, I just want to let you know, like, I feel like you really got to start like watching your weight and like start taking care of yourself. Like, you know, I know that you already have your back problems and stuff, but, and that could also be affecting it, but your weight, like, you're starting to, like, you look heavy. Like, I look heavy. And at first, when I first heard that, I'm just like, damn, like, that's how you feel about me? And I'm also just thinking like, dang, is this how everybody else feels about me? So that really, like, it really took me back. I'm not even gonna front. And like, I take his advice very seriously, because with him, He doesn't cap. Like, there's no rap in his cap. And he's a very honest person. So when he's gassing you up, he really means that. But when he's telling you something, he pulls you to the side, is like, yo, you need to fix up. So when I heard that, that was literally like my breaking point, y'all. I'm just like, I already felt it, but now that somebody else confirmed it for me, was just like, damn. Once I heard that, I was just like, Viv, it's time for change. I've been telling myself that it's time for change, but I was never serious about it at all, y'all. I was never serious at all. But now it's time to change, because there's no reason as to why, like, I feel this way, and then people are pointing it out, and the people that I care about and I care about their opinions the most are starting to point it out too. It's just like, no, I refuse to not be the rich hot auntie that I want to be, or that I aspire to be. So something has to change. And that was literally my turning point as to why I started my fitness journey. Sounds a bit vain, sounds a bit like, dang, like, why couldn't you realize that yourself? But I was in denial for so long that my lies started to sound like the truth, y'all. Like, oh, like, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. So when you start telling yourself you're good, then you're good. You know, then there'll be times where, like, little points it would kick in. Is like, dang, like, I don't like how I look like in this certain clothing. I haven't worn a dress in a year because of how insecure I felt about my body shape, you guys. Especially me being like a bit more top heavy than I was at the bottom, and it was just very frustrating, because it's like, yo, I'm out here looking like I'm pushing P, like capital P up in this, you know, like, it was not giving. So stuff like that, just noticing that, like, I didn't feel confident in wearing clothes, or like I had to wear undergarments underneath to make myself, or cinch in my waist to look smaller. Why do I have to do that at my young age when I could just simply work out? Like, I have the limbs and the energy to do so, and also the time, because I don't have the typical 9-to-5 job. So I have the time to do that, and I also have a gym in my whole building. So it's just like, there's literally no excuse. That's what pretty much started my fitness journey. So a couple of days after that, I was probably like around like September 14th-ish. So I'll probably say I started my fitness journey like around like September 18th, September 17th, around that area. So I started with my friend. Her name is Z. She also lives in the same town as me and stuff, and I went to college with her, and she has lost so much weight throughout the years. I was like, yo, like, bro, like, you're looking good. She would post in like her close friends like how her body's looking, and I'm like, yo, like, you're really slimming down, like, that's crazy. And I'm like, yo, if she could do it, why I can't do it? And honestly, having a gym bud, or just having an accountability buddy, really helped me to start my fitness journey. So I started around mid-September. We are in the middle/ending of February, so now it'll make 5 months of my fitness journey, and I'm super proud of myself. But now on to the juicy part. What exactly did I do to lose fat? So when I had first started out, when it came to working out, I wanted to make sure that this was a very sustainable lifestyle for me. At that point, I didn't know if I was going to stick to it or not. But it was like, you know what, I'm tired, this and that and that. It just felt different though. You know, you ever just feel the turning point in your life? It's like, no, enough is enough. Like, I was tired. So I wasn't too sure about how I wanted to start, but I was like, you know what? Let's start slow and steady, because slow and steady wins the race. So I started out with just working out 3 days a week. I used to go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I like to give myself, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays as my rest days in between, just so my body can be able to recuperate. But now I'm currently at 5 days a week. I just upped it, like, in regards to my working out days, literally just this week. And I will weight train. So what weight training is just lifting heavy. I had 2 lower body days, and then I had 1 upper body day. And then as I progressed, probably like a month or 2 after the fact, I then advanced to 4 days a week. So I had 2 lower body days and then 2 upper body days. And I feel like splitting up your body parts into days is probably the best way for you to continuously work out without you overworking yourself and also just exhausting too much energy, and be able to recover faster. I will alternate. So the first lower body day would just be glutes and hamstrings, and then my upper body would be arms and shoulders, and then the second leg day would be glutes and then quads. So I just split up those groups into days, so I don't spend so much time in the gym doing everything. And I kept it cute and I kept it simple. I just kept it to just doing 4 exercises per body group and then doing some cardio at the end. And this is what helped me stay consistent in the gym the longest, because I wasn't doing too much, and it's still like that up till now. For you to achieve your goals, you do not have to do 8 to 10 exercises for you to sit down there and do within one session. That is insanity, okay? And if you're able to do that, you're not pushing yourself hard enough throughout your exercise. So I promise y'all, every single session, I be winded, I be tired. By like the third exercise, I'm winded because I am pushing myself to the absolute limit. Like, I lift as much as I can until failure. What I mean by failure is like literally struggling to get that weight up, or for you to just finish the rep, y'all. That's what I was doing. I was keeping it short, and I was keeping it simple, and I was keeping it sustainable around my work schedule. And that's just another thing too. If you know you're not a morning person, do not work out in the morning. Pick a schedule that works out for you the most. I am not a morning person whatsoever. I hate waking up in the morning. I don't even wake up in the morning. I wake up like around 12, but don't judge, okay? I tried it. I actually did try it because my friend Z, when I was first working out with her, she was a morning person. Wake up at 6:30, I'll be like, bro, I'm tired. I'm not coming. I was tired of kind of like making excuses for myself as to why I wasn't making it to the gym. I'm an afternoon person. I'm up. So like those are kind of like my peak times in regards of energy. So I work out during then, so I'm able to exert that energy. Yeah, pretty much just changing my mindset from I can't to I will get there one day has done wonders for me. I changed the impossible to, as long as I break it down and do these steps, I'm able to get to my final goal. And I just feel like just mindset change in general has really shifted my perspective on working out and just everything in life, you know? So I really just kind of changed my perspective from it being like, oh, it's impossible for me to do that. I can't, to I'll get there one day. I don't know how, but I'll learn how to do so. Also too, when I first started out, I wrote out my goals in regards of what I want to see in my body. I want my booty and I want my glutes to be more lifted. I want my thighs to be bigger. I want my stomach to be smaller. I want my back to lose fat. Be very specific with your goals and your plan. I started researching about the most effective exercises that would give me the most optimal growth. And when I tell you guys I did hours, I still do hours of research because my body changes, and also too just understanding that working out is not a one size fit all. Just because your favorite influencer is doing this particular workout does not mean that you can do that. I have lower back pain. I cannot squat anymore. When you're working out, the weights are supposed to get heavier, and when the weights are getting heavier and I'm squatting them, my back used to scream at me like, girl, what are you doing? And it used to take me so long to recover. So overall, I stopped squatting because my back cannot take that. So understanding that, what are some workouts that would give me the most optimal results without me compromising my health? Because the last thing you ever want to do is to get injured in the gym. Also, workouts that I genuinely enjoy while it giving me the optimal results. Again, I want to be able to enjoy the gym. And granted, I'm not at the point of I enjoy the gym, but I also, this is a part of my daily routine, and I don't mind putting it in because it's not a hassle for me either. I used to do my research all the time. My favorite place to go to is TikTok. I am a whole TikToker. I am a TikTok university student, okay? My favorite workout influencers, and I'm gonna spill tea for y'all. In regards of form and correcting your form and everything, y'all, JPG coaching, he is the GOAT. He's probably like one of the only people I actually listen to in regards of like form, because he tells you and he has the science behind it to back up what he's telling you, and it just, the sense be sensing, y'all. So go ahead and check him out on TikTok, JPG coaching. He is the GOAT when it comes to telling you how to do things with the correct form, because form is everything. If your form is trash, you're not getting any gain. Maybe little tweaks that really changes the workout, and you can feel it more in the muscle you're supposed to target. Like I told you guys, working out is not a one size fit all, and it's genetics, y'all. So understanding that genetics play a big role in regards of how you're going to look, you should understand that so you're able to appreciate your body more, and you also know what to expect, y'all. So do not sit down there and compare yourself to anybody, because everybody's anatomy and genetics are literally different. You are one of one, okay? Don't nobody have the same genetics that you do to the T. How you lose weight or where you lose weight first is all dependent on your body makeup. So please do not compare yourself. And that goes into my next point, is to take progress pictures. I beg of you. Just throw the scale away, y'all. I barely use my scale anymore. I still have it in my bathroom, yes, but I barely use it. The scale is just a number compiled of all the components that are in your body. It's your muscle mass, it's your bone mass, it's your fat. It's literally everything all compiled into one, unless you have a scale that breaks it up that way. But a lot of us don't. So don't look at the scale. The number doesn't mean anything, because the fittest people probably be heavier than what you actually think they are. Take progress pictures, because your brain can lie to you, but pictures don't. Sometimes you're able to look in the mirror and you be like, damn, I see no changes. But when you look in the pictures and you put them side to side, you'll see a huge difference. That's what actually kept me sane throughout my entire weight loss journey, because like I told y'all, I actually gained weight during my journey versus losing weight. As long as you're losing fat, you're fine, okay? Another thing that I've been doing in my fitness journey is consuming fitness content. TikTok is honestly the best place to do it. I don't really like YouTube for fitness content, a lot of them, and it's not everybody, but the people that I have watched on YouTube, they give me very cookie cutter type fitness influence. You got the really slim girl with, you know, she don't really got that much boobs or much butt. You got the slim thick one that has an extremely small waist and the fat booty. Yeah, like those are not my body types. I feel like TikTok is honestly really, it's more realistic than YouTube is. And I feel like there's so many different varieties on TikTok than there are on YouTube in regards to fitness, because there are the medium fit girls where like they are thick, but they are fit. I just see my body type more on TikTok than I do on YouTube. So honestly, and I need to touch on this because eating is like the biggest portion of my workout journey. I didn't restrict nothing, probably just a wee bit, but I didn't restrict nothing at all. I still eat rice. I'm Ghanaian, so rice is our staple, okay? I eat rice still. I still eat all the carbs. Carbs do not make you fat as long as you're in a caloric deficit. But what I would say is making sure that your foods are whole foods. So honestly, my rule of thumb for whole foods is if it wasn't rose from the ground, it's pretty much processed food. Those are the carbs you should avoid. So any processed carbs is what I avoid. If I'm craving, I'll drink it sometimes, like sometimes soda and just sugars and anything, like I said, that are processed carbohydrates. I pretty much kind of cut them off. So like I said, I eat whole foods. So you got your veggies, you got your protein. I always just try to make sure that my food is protein dense. I like to have about 0.8 to about a gram of protein per body weight. So for example, I'm 168 pounds, so I should be having about 100 and actually, let's do the calculations. So I did the calculations just now, and like I said, you should be having about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein. So I should be having about 134.5 grams to 168 grams of protein each day. I always just try to make my foods very simple. I got my carb, rice or potato. Okay, what's my protein? All right, protein. Got your shrimp, you got your salmon, you got your chicken, any type of meat, to be honest, that's your protein. And then after that, you have your greens and your veggies on the side. So that's just how I kind of like split up my food in regards to making food. I made it easy for myself. I kind of repeat foods most of the time. It shouldn't have to be complicated at all, because this is a lifestyle. Your lifestyle shouldn't be complicated, which is why I personally don't really count like my calories and my macros. I just try to make sure that I'm having about 3 meals a day that is protein dense, and snacking in between. So if I'm drinking protein shakes, or if I'm having a protein snack, and protein snacks have definitely saved me in regards of like getting my protein up there, as well as the shakes. And I do have a grocery vlog video coming out soon after this video of like what I personally get to get my gains. So I be eating stuff in between my meals, and that's how I pretty much get my gains. I don't really count because I don't like counting, because then it makes it a job for me, and I don't want my lifestyle to feel like a job. My lifestyle should be my life. Fad diets do not work, you guys, especially if you know that you're not going to be able to do this for the rest of your life. Diets are low-key kind of designed for you to fail. Like, I personally, that's my personal conspiracy theory behind diets. Like, diets are supposed to make you feel like crap if you don't finish it, or if you have a certain time frame and you don't finish it, it makes you feel crappy. And I feel like that fad diets are actually the #1 reasons as to why a lot of people have ED. Just not being able to stick to it, and when you don't stick to it, you feel bad, and then you start binge eating out of nowhere, and now it's like all the foods that you were eating before, you're eating the opposite, but you're eating the opposite plus more. And this is why a lot of people catch themselves gaining more weight than when they started with their diets, because it's now they're on like overdrive when it comes to binge eating. And I just feel like it's just not healthy to go through that cycle, because a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm going on a diet, I'm going on a diet for 2 weeks, literally suppressing their cravings to the point where they can't take it anymore. So once they finally give in, it's like, okay, let me just eat everything. And you eat everything. Now you feel horrible. And now you're just like, well, there's no point of me coming back. Like, there's no point of return. So I might as well just eat bad. And I'm gonna eat bad well, okay? So like, that's literally how our brain works when we start binging. It's like, oh, well, you've been craving for this for mad long. Let's make up for all the lost time. Please, you guys, if you want to make sure that this is a sustainable lifestyle for you and make it a lifestyle, you gotta personally see yourself and be realistic with yourself. You have to personally see yourself doing this for the rest of your life. So understanding that life is also, it's about discipline, but it's also about balance as well too. Eat intuitively, eat intentionally. That's what I do. If I'm personally having a craving, I wouldn't suppress the craving. I would just be like, you know what? This one Snicker bar is not going to be the end of me. When I eat it, I don't feel guilty eating it, because it's like I already established myself. We came to agreement. I have this craving, yes, but I'm suppressing it and I'm eating it in moderation. So there's no problem. You cannot outtrain a bad diet. And a lot of us don't even eat a lot. Like, let's really be honest. A lot of people are worried about overeating, but a lot of us actually undereat. Okay, or we drink our calories, and that's where the real problem lies at. Like, a lot of us think that 1,200 calories for an adult at your big age to be eating that, like, that's stuff like little kids eat, y'all. 1,200 calories is crazy within a day. Like, just thinking about it, it's just like, wow, like, you're barely eating anything. And when you barely eat anything, your body goes into starvation mode, and that's how your metabolism slows down. But overall, these are the things that help me lose fat within the 3 months and now into the 5 months that I'm in my fitness journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more fitness content from me. It's a new year, new me, so stay tuned. See you in the next video.